Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, great new arrival today, 86 Buick Grand National. You know, these are truly icon cult cars. It's instantly recognizable in all its blackness, and they've continued to, it's crazy, they've continued to go up in value even though they're an 80s vintage car. You know, they're not a 60s or early 70s car. And this one here is an awesome example. 43,111 original documented miles. One of the cool things about having an 80s vintage car is you can run a Carfax on them. And the Carfax supports the mileage, supports the condition and things like this. This was owned by a body shop painter, and the only difference between maybe what would be a bone stock Grand National and this is that this has had updates on the seals and gaskets. You know, it's 20 plus years old, going on 30 years. And some of those things dry rotted. So he replaced some of the gaskets, seals, hoses, belts, and things like that. So that stuff's not totally stock, but it is all matching numbers all the way through. And GM did not have great paint in the mid 80s, and because he's a painter, he laid on what he said he would charge $7,000 for in paint. Completely disassembled the car and put NOS moldings back on around here, and you can see, which is really nice, the moldings have that great flat black look to them, and they're not chipped up, because underneath these moldings was stainless and chrome. It's kind of ugly when that chips off. So this right here has got somewhere around, I think we've got $5,000 in receipts, plus the $7,000 in paint job, plus the car itself. This car is actually quite a bargain. But let's take a peek around the car, and I'd like to show you a little bit about that paint I was telling you about. If you could come on up here for a second. You know, this is the part of the car that that tells the story. You know, crystal clear pictures. Maybe you get bored of me talking about, you know, looking at pictures versus looking at the video. You know, pictures can hide stuff. Make sure the leaves are clear. You can see the bark. You can see what kind of shirt the guy's wearing who's taking the pictures. If you just see an outline of a tree or an outline of a person, that's not spectacular paint. That is not great paint, and it still needs work to get to this level. And that's why I show you this right here. Totally stock wheels, got the factory chrome wheels. He did put new brakes on the car also. This guy, he drove it for a while, and he wanted to take it to car shows. And this is the kind of car we talk about sometimes, the car that you want to buy. Somebody who shows a car. Meaning that they're going to go to the car show, and they're not going to be embarrassed by squealing brakes or pieces of trim falling off. And also they wanted to cruise. Like, the air conditioning works great. This has the stock factory stereo system, and I'll show you in the trunk that comes with that. In it, he put, without cutting up the dash, a new digital sound system, and we'll look at that also. So those both come with the car, and if you want to, just ask us. We can swap one back for the other, and you can take the other one with you, okay? Let's take a peek under the hood for a second, because this is where the muscle is. You know, these cars were faster than a Corvette at 86, and it was very difficult for Buick to get that pass through the hierarchy at GM. This is nice. Everything here nice and stock, got a little breathers. He did add a fuel pressure regulator to it. I don't know if that bothers you or not, that can come off, but other than that, it's got the fresh turbo, it's got a fresh battery. We talked the brakes and maintenance. You know, this was intended to go for a drive. Some things changed and he needed to sell it, unfortunately, but it's nice. But here's some cool stuff that you need to look at. Come on up here for a second. Like, the original stickers are still here. These right here, you know, 25-year-old stickers, which is really cool. You can't buy these stickers, they don't sell them. Original part numbers on the panels, which is very nice. Original AC stickers are still there. Now don't forget, the 86s and 87s were the intercooled versions. Come down here, we got our nice big sticker here for our Garrett intercooler. Let me give you a little skinny too, that a lot of people say, well, the 87s have more value. Well, that may or may not be true, but here's the difference. The difference is they made 5,000 86s and 20,000 87s. So in reality, a low mileage 86 is going to be worth significantly more money down the road. A, there's a lot less of them. B, to find a low mileage one is very difficult. And C, to find one in condition like this with a stack of receipts, and the clean Carfax and the low mileage and on, is a pretty nice piece. But let's check inside, because that kind of will tell you the rest of the features of the car and how really low mileage this car is and how well preserved it is. You know, this is the version of a modern muscle car. And the reason I say that is, you know, you got tilt wheel. This car has cruise control. It's got air conditioning. It's got power locks. This is the upgraded stereo that I talked to you about with a remote. Great looking console. Look at the condition of the seats. Can you imagine if you had a pair of jeans from 86? They'd probably be worn all the way through by now. Anyway, this is just a really, really nice car. Like, the headliners that are known for falling down is perfect shape. Got all of its seat belts still in it. Look at the condition of the back seat. Headliner up in there. The seat belts all retract properly. Like, this is the kind of car you buy that maintains its value for a really long time if it doesn't go up in value. Let's take a peek at the trunk for a second. This is really nice. Extra set of NOS wiper arms. Antenna. Got the original spare still in here. Check this out. 25-year-old spare. Here's the original radio in a plastic bag. Got the concert sound system with the equalizer on it. All the original stickers. Awesome sticker here because this is the GM code to tell you what came as factory on this car. Jacking instructions. Just a really nice car. These cars are really great looking from behind. They're very sinister looking. Let's take a peek underneath for a minute because this is kind of nice. This is where you see the 40,000 miles in the car. Everything's not all rusted out. You can see the detail of things. In closing, anytime a car company builds 300,000 and 400,000 cars a year and they build a model that's less of 5,000, meaning they build 5,000 or less of this model, and you got low mileage, you have spectacular condition, which we've looked at, and this car rolls down the road, man. It is, I'm telling you, it's as fast as any car built today, you know, in the same kind of price range area. Obviously, it's not a $200,000 car, but it rolls down the road, it chirps second gear, and the factory built it that way, which is pretty cool. End of the day, awesome, awesome car. Call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.